Growing up in Colorado, Mary Jane Foster has had an exceptional and varied career, from acting in commercials, to acting as a court advocate in domestic violence cases, to practicing law, to the unlikely enterprise of running a baseball team.
She's a fixture in Bridgeport. You meet Mary Jane as soon as you get there. I was introduced to her right away as one of the most influential and caring people in the greater Bridgeport area.
Hi, I'm Miss Foster, and I'd like to get to know you better with pictures.
She acted on a full-time basis for 18, 19 years, right out of junior college, mostly doing nationally televised commercials for the products of such companies as Procter & Gamble and AT&T. I've seen some clips of many of those commercials and can actually recall having seen them while watching a baseball game or something on television.
More than 2 bottles and costs less? It's better, too.
She had a good career, no question.
Mary Jane's passion to help people in need began to blossom when she started work as a court advocate for victims of domestic violence.
Yes, Mary Jane became a key volunteer to the Legal Volunteer Unit for the Greater Bridgeport YWCA. The courtroom scenes that she witnessed and helping prepare her volunteer lawyers on different cases prompted her initial interest in going to law school. She wanted to be that type of a lawyer, helping out people who needed help.
In 1995, Mary Jane's dream of receiving a legal education was realized, receiving her Juris Doctorate from the Quinnipiac University School of Law. She currently serves as a board member on the Quinnipiac University Board of Trustees, where this highly regarded businesswoman lends her expertise to the Finance Committee and often volunteers at the law school, sharing her insights with today's students.
The analytical abilities learned, the powers of persuasion that are developed and fine-tuned in law school can be used in just about any walk of life, whether it's volunteer work, whether it's corporate community, whether it's the practice of law, whether it's in government. Mary Jane has long had a fascination for government, and going to law school helped fine-tune that fascination as well.
Mary Jane has been a strong supporter of the United Way of Eastern Fairfield County, lending both her time and business sensibility to the cause.
You could ask for no better volunteer than Mary Jane Foster to help raise a cause so people can understand what it's about. It's part of her DNA. She makes it understandable. She makes everyone want to donate and commit time and effort to early childhood, to making all children successful. And it just shows her incredible commitment, because we call her up and ask her if she could make a particular date, and she's always happy and willing to make a particular date for us, and it takes away from her work. She's a busy executive, but she's always available to help us whenever we call.
Mary Jane's path to becoming an outstanding business leader was paved by her desire to constantly learn. She sought conversations with fellow business people where she soaked up ideas for best practices and tried and true business principles. Along with her husband, Jack McGregor, Mary Jane is a principal in the development and investment firm of BlackRock Investors, Westchester Baseball, and Bridgeport Waterfront Investors. Today, Mary Jane puts most of her time toward the duties of heading up a professional baseball club, the Bridgeport Bluefish, which she co-founded along with her husband Jack in 1998. Mary Jane has had a love for the game since childhood and has sought to take the Bluefish to a new level of excellence. One of her first orders of business upon arriving at the ballpark at Harbor Yard was to roll up her sleeves and make thousands of phone calls to Bluefish season ticket holders in order to introduce herself and find out what would enhance their Bluefish experience.
Mary Jane, in essence, is the managing partner of the Bridgeport Bluefish, but she represents all of the investors in management decisions necessary to operate the Bluefish 12 months a year.
She loves the team, and brings incredible enthusiasm, that I know. Understands and knows the players, tells great stories about the players, gets very involved with each of the players. So she's probably the perfect owner of a baseball team.
There are few things that Mary Jane loves more than her two kids. When we married, her children were approximately 4 years and 7 years old. So I'm a proud stepfather of her kids. I felt very much involved in their upbringing. I'm as proud of her kids as I sense she is of my 4 kids, who are all grown with families of their own. For those that don't know her, I would encourage you to get to know her. She's loving, she's caring with a capital C. There's nothing phony about her at all. She's awfully bright, awfully quick, terrific sense of humor, very persuasive. She's good. She's a good person to have as a friend, good person to have as a mentor, good person to have as a supporter. Well, she's left-handed, I'm right-handed. She's a Democrat, I'm a Republican. She's a liberal, I'm a conservative. Other than that, we get along just fine.